as developers, I'm sure we all get into bugs, which is what I'm going to talk about here today. I'm going to tell you why you need to automate your logs with Slack. So to give a little intro, I first joined my team when it was about 2 to 3 years old, so it was very early in the stages about growing, and this is kind of what it felt like when we were trying to dive into our logs. It was literally a needle in a haystack, and it was difficult to locate errors, or if something went wrong, it was hard to figure out what the exception was, where to pinpoint it, things like that. So this is kind of what the previous steps was for when we had to debug and find an issue with our application. So the first thing is typically it'd be a user or a customer that has an issue with our product, and they would tell us, and we would try to designate an engineer. We'd tell someone, oh, maybe like Ricardo, I think that's your component. Go and look into the logs and try to find the issue. So Ricardo would do that, and he finds out, oh, that's not my component, that's Colin's product. So then we'd have Colin go into the logs, he figures out the issue, tries to see what's wrong, and luckily he does find that it is his issue, recreates the problem, and he's able to find a solution, and he's able to get it published out to the code base. That takes a bit of time. In some cases, it takes a couple of days. But what if I told you we could find the issue and receive the bugs before the users do? And all that would require is an additional step at the beginning by configuring a Slack channel to receive your error logs or info logs if you need them. So this is an example from the actual Slack SDK, and this is literally all you need to get set up and start receiving logs in your channel. So it's actually something similar we have in our code base right now, with the exception of adding a little bit of additional context and checking for some other exceptions. But this is really all you need. You just need to make an application, make a couple webhooks that you secure Story, and have it encrypted as we do, and you can start sending logs right into a Slack channel of your choosing. And it'll look something like this. So this is an example of what our error logs look like in our test environment. And you can see the exact dates and the exact times of when these logs are sent. And what's also nice is since it's in Slack already, you can easily start a discussion and a thread, like I have in the highlighted message here. If you need to talk further about what the error that happened, you can actually discuss it with other teammates, mention them, start a conversation, and start figuring out steps to resolve it. What's also nice about having it in Slack is that it will create unique URLs, so it's very easy to send it amongst each other, like a text message or a DM, and share it amongst each other if needed. But again, I just kind of want to go over the 3 main benefits of why you need to do this. Number 1, again, you're going to receive instant notifications, so you can take immediate actions if needed. Especially if it's a severe error, you can send that into your message and have a team member look at it right away. Number 2, it's going to improve your collaboration and decision-making amongst your team members. Once you see the logs, typically what we do is we set the specific context so you can search that directly in our code base for what line is getting sent in Slack. So it's very easy to show amongst the team members what the error is and send it to each other and figure out who worked on what component depending on what the message is. And then number 3, of course, is going to ensure a much more robust and reliable log error system. That way you're able to take action quickly and find those errors before the users do. So it's a very useful tool that I think our team has taken advantage of so far in the past 1 or 2 years since we've had it introduced. And I see it's very increased reduced our time in getting the errors fixed and published out to our code base. So I hope that this is very helpful for you guys. And I know that was very quick, but it is a speed talk, so I'm open to any questions you might have. If you have any emails or would like to chat, I'm more than happy to after this discussion. But thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.